The 2025 Stockton birthday party shooting. Like and subscribe for more. On a quiet Saturday evening in Stockton, California, a family gathered inside a small banquet hall to celebrate a child's birthday. A night that was supposed to be filled with laughter, cake, and balloons. But within minutes, the sound of joy was drowned out by gunfire, turning a celebration into one of the most heartbreaking mass shootings of 2025. It was December 1st, 2025. The banquet hall sat on a busy street, a place often used for birthdays, quinceañeras, and community gatherings. Inside, dozens of children and adults had decorated the room with bright colors, streamers, and cartoon characters. Parents chatted at tables while kids played near the dance floor, all unaware that danger was quietly approaching from the outside. Just after 9 p.m., witnesses say several men entered the building. There were no warnings, no arguments, no signs of trouble. The shooters raised their weapons and opened fire. Panic erupted instantly. Parents screamed for their children. Guests threw themselves to the ground, using tables and chairs as shields. The sound of rapid gunfire echoed off the walls as bullets tore through decorations and shattered the birthday backdrop. When the chaos ended, 4 people, including children, lay dead, and more than a dozen were severely injured. Some victims were as young as the birthday child being celebrated that night. Police and paramedics rushed to the scene, stepping into what officers later described as a nightmare. Emergency workers moved from person to person, trying to save as many lives as possible. Parents held their children tightly, many covered in blood, desperately begging for help. Outside, families gathered behind yellow police tape, crying, shaking, and calling out the names of their loved ones. Stockton, a city already familiar with violence, had never witnessed something this devastating. Not in a place meant for families, and especially not involving so many children. Detectives immediately launched a massive investigation. Early reports suggested that the attack may have been targeted, possibly connected to a conflict between individuals who were present at the party. However, many of the victims, especially the children, had nothing to do with the shooter's motives. Security footage from the area captured multiple suspects fleeing. Police urged the community to come forward with information, emphasizing that someone in Stockton knew exactly who was responsible. Within days, several suspects were identified and arrests followed, but investigators stressed that the case was far from over. They needed answers. Why a children's birthday party? Who ordered the attack? And how did such a violent plan make its way into a family celebration? Across Stockton and California, outrage spread. Community leaders demanded action. Parents begged for safer neighborhoods. Advocates spoke publicly saying, "We cannot normalize violence at children's events." Vigils were held outside the banquet hall. Candles lined the sidewalk, each flame representing a life taken too soon. Stuffed animals, balloons, and handwritten messages filled the area, a painful reminder that no family should ever endure such loss. One father, speaking through tears, described losing his young son that night. He said, "We were just celebrating. He was just a child. He didn't deserve this." Stories like his echoed throughout the community. Stories of birthdays that would never be celebrated again. Futures stolen in seconds. And families, the 2025 Stockton birthday party shooting remains one of the most haunting tragedies of the year. A brutal reminder that even the most joyful moments can be destroyed by senseless violence. And while arrests have been made, the emotional wounds of that night will remain with survivors and the entire city for years to come. Like and subscribe for more true crime stories. Leave a comment below.